42, that's Bowen. That's her 4th personal foul tonight. And it'll be Gate City's ball. I thought they were saying it would be a shooting foul, but Edwards is throwing it in. Bellamy to Morris. Morris back to Bellamy to Edwards. Edwards comes down, gets a good screen from Ghost. She loses the ball. Picked up by Bowen. Bowen passes deep, and Bellamy tries to break up the play. She gets a foul called against her as she ran into Duncan. That's Joanna Bellamy's 2nd foul tonight. And Duncan will go to the line. You do not want to send Duncan to the line. She's made, I believe, about 10 points from the foul line tonight. Oh, excuse me, 8 points. Almost half of her points coming from the foul line. She has 2 shots here. Excuse me, 1 shot. She misses it, and Ghost comes down with the rebound out to Edwards. Bellamy with the ball at the top of the key, cuts inside at the wing position, passes to Morris. Morris couldn't get the shot off. Back to Bellamy. Bellamy at the top of the key, looking inside, passes to Morris. Morris coming across, loses the ball. Duncan comes up with it. And Tracy Ghost will have foul out now. I believe that's her 5th foul. Tracy Ghost fouls out with 5 fouls, and Bays goes in. Tracy telling Bays something before she went out on the court. I think it was probably something like, "Get one for me." Gate City still with a 6-point lead. Score is still 47-41. Duncan at the line again for Rye Cove. Shot is up and no good. Smith tried to get the rebound, didn't come down with it. She came down with it then. Bellamy with the ball, passes out to Morris. And Morris trying to kill some time. Bellamy brings it right in. And the foul is on Duncan. That's Duncan's 4th foul. Bellamy will go to the line. Shot is up and no good. Bledsoe comes down with a rebound. Bledsoe setting up the play at the top of the key, passes to Dockery, and it's knocked away by Bays. Good defensive play there. Ryko's ball at the side. Passes into Bledsoe. Bledsoe looking inside, wants to get the ball to Duncan. They do. She passes back to Bowen. Bowen back to Bledsoe. Inside to Duncan on the play, and the shot is no good. Foul goes against Heather Smith, and that is her 4th tonight. So both Duncan and Smith are playing with 4 fouls. Both of them are leading their teams in scoring. Duncan has 20, Smith has 16. Duncan is back at the line. Shot is up and she hits it. Tammy Carter comes in. I believe she comes in for Smith. Duncan now with 21 points. Score is 47-42. Shot is up and off the rim. Edwards comes down with the rebound. Carter bringing the ball down the court, passes to Morris. Morris back to Carter. Bellamy in the corner and just misses it. Dockery comes down with the rebound, pushes it down the court. Morris, Edwards, and most of the Gate City team down there to make the play. Bellamy knocked it away, went back to Dockery. And no foul called. But I believe one was called against Johnson there. Johnson called on a blocking foul. That's her 2nd foul tonight. And that is the 5th team foul. So Edwards is going to the line now. She has a 1-1. She's hit 1 for 2 tonight. She has 7 points. Shot is up, and it's good. Gate City gets back their 6-point lead. Score is 48-42. We have 5 minutes and 43 seconds left in the fourth period. Shot is up, and it's off the rim. Bellamy tries to rebound it. Johnson had her hands on it when she went out. And it's Gate City. They give it back to Rock Cove. Duncan with the ball runs over Amy Morris as she tried to cut her off. Took a hard fall there, but she says she's all right. Score is 48-42, and it looks like they're going to be sending Duncan to the line again. Every time Duncan's fouled, she goes to the line. And it's not the player you want to send there from Rock Cove. She's hit about 9 of 21 points from the foul line tonight. Score is 48-42. Gate City has a 6-point lead. Shot is up, and it's good. We have 5 minutes and 40 seconds left in the fourth period. Gate City now with a 5-point lead. Shot is up, and it's good. Duncan hits another 2. She's got 23. Carter trying to bring the ball down the court for Gate City, loses it, goes out of bounds. Gate City only has a 4-point lead now. It's 48-44 with 5 minutes and 33 seconds left in the fourth period. Passes in to Shoup, back to Bledsoe, to Bowen. Shot is no good, rebounded by Carter, and Johnson is called with the foul over the back. That's her third personal foul. Yeah, if Gate City can draw a foul against Duncan or Bowen, either one would foul out. Tammy Carter will go to the line. She has 2 points tonight. She hasn't shot that much. She's more the assist player. She's got a 1-1 here. Puts up the shot. It's no good. And Gate City using the trap against Rock Cove. And it worked. Gate City gets the ball back as Bledsoe double dribbles. Score is 48-44 with 5 minutes and 22 seconds left. Carter with the ball, spreading out the offense, trying to eat up the time. Bellamy was wide open underneath the goal there with her hands up in the air saying, pass me the ball. We want to need a little bit more time off the clock. They pass back out to Carter at the top of the key, trying to use up some more time. Tries to pass into Edwards, and Bays makes a good defensive play, knocks it away. That'll take more time off the clock and give their defense time to set up. Gate City using the press again. And over the head of Amy Morris to Duncan. Trish Edwards down, the only one on Gate City. Defense, Johnson with the points. She's got 11. And Rock Cove comes within 2. Tammy Carter trying to bring the ball down, and number 24 goes down hard onto the court. Edwards with the ball. Back to Carter. Score is 48-46. Gate City with a 2-point lead. Amy Morris with the ball now. Comes in, passes back out to Carter. Carter to Morris. Morris to Carter. Back to Bays at the other wing position. Passes back to Morris, who's on the wing. Steps to the top of the key to Bays. Passes into Bellamy. Bellamy turns, shoots, no good. Rebounded by Bledsoe. Bledsoe trying to get out of there and passes off to Duncan. Duncan coming down the court hard. 4 minutes left to play in the fourth period. Gate City with a 2-point lead. Score is 48-46. Bledsoe comes up, gets her own rebound. Morris blocks the shot. And Tammy Carter shoot comes up with it. Johnson shoots, and Johnson hits it to tie it up. Score is tied up at 48 points with 3.5 minutes left. To Bellamy, to Morris. Morris shoots off the rim, no good. Edwards with the shot, off the rim, no good. Morris with the shot, no good. Tries to save it, and it's Rye Cove's ball. With 3 minutes and 27 seconds left on the clock. And Gate City will send in Heather Smith for Bellamy. Heather Smith has 4 fouls, and a timeout is called. Gate City needs to get a few points on the board. They had the chance there to take the lead back, but they couldn't sink the shot. Possibly too much pressure on the players. But Heather Smith is back in the game. She has 4 personal fouls against her, but she also is leading Gate City in points. She has 16. Also in foul trouble for Rye Cove is Duncan and Bowen. Duncan leading Rye Cove with about 23 points. She has the overall high in the game. Bowen having 5 points, but also a key player for Rye Cove. Duncan has not slowed down because of the foul trouble. She keeps pushing it in there. Gate City needs to try to draw the foul on her, get her out of the way. In the meantime, they need to get their offense going, get some points back on the board, and eat up some time on the clock. There's 3 minutes and 27 seconds left. Gate City using their press. Edwards back deep on defense. Pass into Shoup. Shoup to Bledsoe. Bledsoe pushes it down the court and finds Duncan. A lot of people complaining that she walked. Bledsoe with the ball at the top of the key. Rye Cove also trying to eat time off the clock. Shoup pulls up, shoots. No good. Rebounded by Smith. Passes out to Bays. It'll be Gate City's ball as it was knocked away by Rye Cove. With 3 minutes and 4 seconds left on the clock, Coach Blackwell telling his players what he wants them to do. They need to get the shot in there and take the lead so they can eat up a little bit of time the next time down on offense. They want to eat up some time now and score. Last time with this offense, they opened up a big hole, but they did not capitalize on it. Amy Morris at the wing position with the ball. Back to Carter. They're making them pull out. Carter down to Bays, and it's knocked away by Bowen. Bowen to Shoup. Shoup cuts inside, and Bays makes the play. And Shoup goes down. Bays getting in there, making the defensive play. That's only her 2nd personal foul of the night. But that gives Shoup 2 shots. She's 50% tonight. She's hit 1 of 2. She has 3 points. Score is tied at 48 with 2 minutes and 33 seconds left on the clock. Shot is up and it rolls in. She's got 1 more shot. It's up and off the rim, rebounded by Edwards. Rye Cove with a 1-point lead, 2 minutes and about 20 seconds left on the clock. Carter cutting inside. Gate City running another offense now. Bays trying to come in. Passes out to Morris at the top to Carter. Carter looking inside, can't find anyone, to Morris. Morris puts up a shot off the rim, no good. And Morris trying to take the ball away from Shoup. Bays tries to take it away, can't get it. Duncan with the ball calls his timeout. I thought she called a timeout. Apparently she did not. They're spreading it out. There's 1 minute and 51 seconds left on the clock. Rye Cove has a 1-point lead. Duncan underneath. She passes back to Shoup, trying to eat up the clock. It's 1 minute and 40 seconds left. Rye Cove with a 1-point lead. Back to Bledsoe, and Bays knocks it away. Bledsoe keeping control of it. Gets it back to Duncan. Bledsoe cutting in. Passes to Bowen. Bowen puts up the shot. No good. Rebounded by Bays with 1 minute and 24 seconds left on the clock. Carter bringing the ball down the court for Gate City. They're down by 1 point. There's 1 minute and about 14 seconds left on the clock. Passes to Morris, and Morris calls the timeout. With 1 minute and 12 seconds left on the clock, Gate City is down by 1 point. Rye Cove has taken the lead. Score is 49-48. Gate City has most of their starting lineup in except for Tracy Goetz, who fouled out earlier on in the game. They need 1 bucket to take the lead. And if they don't get it, it's going to be their second loss. They've had a loss, I believe, last week against Twin Springs. They do not want to lose another game. They've got 1 minute and 12 seconds. That's a lot of time. Enough time to make a couple of baskets, but they need to get this one and stop Rye Cove. Gate City comes back out onto the court. It's Gate City's ball from the side, and Edwards will be throwing it in. On the court are Bellamy, Morris, Smith, and Bays. Bellamy setting up the play, passes off to Morris, back to Bellamy. Bellamy to Bays. Bays trying to look inside, no one there. Passes back to Morris at the top of the key to Bellamy. Bellamy looking to shoot. Morris has the ball, back to Bellamy. Bellamy puts up a shot off the rim. Morris gets the rebound, up, no good. Knocked back out, and traveling called against Shoup. Shoup gets a traveling call, and it'll be Gate City's ball underneath the goal. Amy Morris throwing it in. 47 seconds left on the clock. Into Bellamy to Bays. Bays back to Bellamy. Tries to pass into Edwards, and they pass out, and there is a foul. Amy Morris, I believe, had the foul. No. I believe that was Heather Smith they called with the foul. And Heather Smith has 5 fouls. She goes out with 37 seconds left on the clock. Rye Cove has the lead, 49-48. And Shoup will go to the line. She's hit 50% so far tonight. And Gate City sends in some subs. Linda Quillen and Tammy Carter come back in. And another timeout is called by Rye Cove. We have 37 seconds left on the clock. It's a close ball game. Shoup will be going to the line. So far tonight, she's hit 50% from the line. She's got 2 out of 4 points from the line tonight. We have 37 seconds left on the clock. Gate City's down by 1 point. And I believe Shoup has 2 shots. So that if she hits them both, they'll have to come back with a 3-pointer to tie it up. If she hits one, they can tie it with a bucket. But they're going to have to come down and score. They haven't been able to get inside on Rye Cove. Rye Cove's been playing good defense against Gate City. And really, they needed to get Duncan out of there a long time ago. She's had 4 fouls for a long time. They haven't been able to draw the foul on her. Shoup at the line with 1 and 1. Shot is up, and it's good. So Rye Cove goes up by 2. Score is Gate City 48, Rye Cove 50. She's got another shot. Shot is up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Edwards. Bellamy bringing the ball down the court. Slows it down. Back to Carter with 30 seconds left on the clock. Bellamy puts up the shot off the rim. Stays with the ball, puts it up. No good. I believe she'll go to the line. Number 42 called for the foul. And that's her 5th foul. Bowen will go out. That's 5 for Bowen. The buzzer should be ringing. There it is. Bowen will go out. Bays is at the line. So far tonight, Bays has hit 50%. She's got 8 points, Gate City's down by 2. And there's 24 seconds left on the clock. Dry Cove will be sending in number 12, Lane. And right now they're trying to put the pressure on Bays. Bays is a young player, but she is also a very good player. It's going to be hard for her to get both of these shots in there. They may concentrate on trying to make one and getting the rebound and putting up the shot. With 24 seconds on the clock, shot is up, and it's good. And Gate City calls a timeout, I believe. Possibly Rye Cove calling a timeout to let it get back to Bays. Score is 49-50 with 24 seconds on the clock. Gate City 1 point away from tying it up. And Bays will have another shot. And I believe Coach Blackwell may be telling him, I don't know if that's defensively or he wants him to cover the ball, though. Get on top of the ball. And stop him. Bays will be shooting. They may go to try to get the rebound and put the shot up, take the lead by 1. To do that, she'd have to bounce the ball off the rim first and hope that either Melinda or Trish Edwards could come down with the rebound. If she hits it, she'll tie it up. She does it. And Gate City calls the timeout. The score is tied up at 50. And Bays is greeted with a warm welcome from her teammates. She hits 2 of 2. She has 10 points tonight to tie up the score at 50. There are 24 seconds left on the clock. It'll be Rye Cove's ball. Gate City will come out, I believe, in the press and try to take the ball away or hold them on the back court for 10 seconds in order to turn the ball over. They'll have to force a turnover. Try to get a hold of the ball, possibly score or run the clock out and go into an overtime. Either one of those two would be what we're looking for from Gate City. They do not want to let Rye Cove score. If they do, they probably would not be able to score again. Johnson back deep. Bays Quillen will have to go back and cover. Getting a little bit of help from some of the fans out here. And Gate City does come out in the press. Passes into number 14, back to Duncan. Duncan pushing the ball down the court. Brings it across half court. 17, 16, 15, 14 seconds left on the clock. Passes to Lane. Lane back to, and they want to get it to Duncan, and Gate City trying to cover with 4 seconds left. Shot is up, and it's good. And that's the end of the game. Duncan makes the play. With 25 points on the night, Duncan makes the play with 3 seconds left on the clock for Rye Cove to win, 52-50. I'm Sean Lepp with Scott County Cablevision and camerawoman Melissa Blevins. Thank you for watching.
High school seniors who excel in the classroom and in athletics. This week's winners are Amy Morris of Gate City and Eric Recker of Tennessee High. Orrin Winnick visited both.
Eric Recker loves to run. He's done it most of his life. A senior at Tennessee High in Bristol, Recker is one of the fastest in the region. At the Big Ten Championship last year, he placed second in the 800 and was part of a silver medal-winning 1,600-meter relay. But running is only part of Recker's life. He's an outstanding student. Eric ranked 6th in his class with a 3.94 average and has maintained that average while taking a full load of honors courses. He's involved in clubs, including National Honor Society, and has received honors in debate and mock trial competition. Eric is hoping to attend Duke University.
My parents stressed it since I was a little kid, and it just comes naturally, a lot of it now, and you just go home from track and start studying.
For the girls, we travel to Gate City High School in Virginia. This week's winner, Blue Devil basketball and track star Amy Morris. She's also ranked #1 in her class.
It's long hours at night. I usually stay up to about 12 every night and come in early in the mornings and get help from my calculus teachers and stuff. So find time that way.
Amy is a consistent shooter that made the All-Highlands team last year. But in the classroom, Amy is the best. She holds a 103.27 average on her way to becoming Gate City's valedictorian. Amy's in the National Honor Society, as well as making who's who in America's high school students. She has many academic honors and is also president of the FBLA. On the News Watch for the Scholar Athlete of the Week, Orrin Winnick, WKBT Sports.
Congratulations, Amy and Eric. They will receive plaques and certificates. Keep up the good work. Moving to the